Hello.
Hello.
Oh, here we are.
Here we are
Hello.
recording
Oh,
for your sake because you went on an adventure yesterday and told me that you just weren't feeling hanging out this weekend.
no, it was a topper to what felt like a long week for me. I mean, I had somewhat of a break on Wednesday because one of my teachers was sick. But I still had a class that day, so it was a long week. And yesterday was a topper. Oh, by the way,
What's up?
um, I believe I was told that I'm going to be getting each of the students that went on the course with me yesterday is going to be getting a thumb drive with pictures and possibly video.
Oh, cool. When's that can happen?
I don't know when that's going to happen because I'm not sure yet. One of the staff who came with us was one of the counselors, and he took video and pictures. So you're going to see me in action.
Yeah. Should be real nice.
I will say this. I will say this.
What's up?
None of us, the students who went with me on the challenge course, none of us had sighted guides during the whole time. So we were walking around the forest, following our guides' voices, and we actually did pretty good. We were able to avoid bushes and trees and roots.
Yeah, I mean,
So
you should kind of do that because you're going at a place, and one of the things that they're trying to teach, hopefully, is good mobility skills.
yeah, it really did. It was part of it was like a mobility lesson around the forest, and everybody, including myself, wore sleep shades. The ones that were participating,
Oh, good.
except for the ones that were coaching and the ones that actually went. So
What do you mean the ones that
there,
actually went? You actually went.
no, the ones that participated before.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, because your dyslexia got in the way for a second.
No, I don't have
Mine
dyslexia.
does too all the time, so don't feel too bad about
Bubs, would you please stop it?
it.
What I was trying to say before somebody rudely interrupted me and said I was dyslexic, I was trying to say that there were interns that went and participated in this challenge course with
Nice.
other students, but some of them went and did not participate, but they helped out. Is
That's
what I was
cool.
trying to say.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, good. I can't wait to see the photos, babes.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Yes, especially the one that involves a tree.
I was dating this girl, babes, back in the day.
Yeah.
This is when I was living in Denver. And she had a
Mhm.
really cool job, but I'm not going to say what it is because it might give it away who I'm talking about. And I
I
like
think I
to,
know what it is.
yeah, and I would like to respect people's privacy. We weren't dating for too long, but I go back to her place and I want to see some pictures of her at work because it's, such an interesting field that she's in. And it took her a minute to find some. Like I remember she had to go to her Facebook page and look
Oh,
for a
wow.
little while. Yeah.
Didn't she have copies of them?
I don't think so. Not at the time because she had to struggle to find some pictures.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I know I know nowadays people put pictures on, thumb drives, or they have them, on their computers or iPhones or iPads or whatever. So, yeah,
Yeah. I'll
easy access to
contact her and
pictures.
say, hey, did you know that these days you can do this?
I'm sure she I'm sure she knows. So I came home yesterday and my throat was a little bit irritated. No, I'm not
Uh-oh.
sick, don't worry. You know how sometimes when you're in cold weather
Yeah.
and your throat kind of gets a little bit irritated? I mean, it wasn't as cold as I thought it was going to be yesterday. I was dressed properly, but there were times where I've been like to places on the coast and I just started coughing because whatever irritants were in the air were irritating my throat, but I didn't get sick or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Yeah, I came home coughing just a little bit, so my throat's a little dry.
Maybe it's a good thing we didn't see each other yesterday then, or
No,
this weekend, in case you
yeah,
caught a variant of that Rona.
no, I'm not sick.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I would know if I was sick. If I was sick, then I wouldn't really be doing a lot.
Yeah. Well, you're
I
not really
I
doing
would
a
be.
lot. You're just hanging out at home this weekend.
No, no, no. What I mean is, I would be down for the count.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I mean? You're just pretending like I'm dyslexic.
Oh my goodness, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Has your mom ever said anything? Not, I mean, because I doubt that you told her that
No,
I've talked
she
about it.
didn't.
Okay.
No. Ugh. Would you please? You're not scoring any points here, Bubs.
I know. I'm sorry. This subject is really triggering to you, and I don't know why, but we can move on.
It's not triggering me. It's irritating me. There's a difference. There's a difference. Triggering doesn't necessarily mean irritating. It just means, triggering. When I hear the word trigger, it kind of reminds me of what somebody would go through if they had PTSD.
I hear you, but I also hear that there's a lot of resistance to this, like more than there should be.
Because I'm not dyslexic.
Okay. I'm just telling you what I mean, right?
You're just pretending that it's true.
No. Well, then get a test and prove me wrong.
You're just pretending because you want me to be in the dyslexic club.
No, you could always just get a test and prove that I'm wrong, right? If
I
you're
don't
not.
need to get a test to prove you're wrong because I don't have it. Bubs.
Okay.
Stop it.
All right, we can move on, babes.
If you were here, you'd be totally tickle tortured right now.
I would be there, but somebody told me to stay home.
I know.
Actually, since you're dyslexic, somebody said to come there, and then they corrected themselves.
No, I didn't.
Sorry, babes.
All right, that's enough.
No.
That's enough.
No, all right. It's time to move on, babes.
No clowning on Jaylo. You've done enough of that already.
I did enough of that. I had trouble sleeping last night. I had heartburn. And it kept me up.
What did you eat?
What did I ate some M&Ms before going to bed? I probably shouldn't have done that. But it wasn't like a lot. And then I had heartburn, so I had issues sleeping. And yeah. And then my mind goes to my friend who I had lunch with yesterday while you were doing your thing. And he was telling me about, it wasn't heartburn related, but he had kidney stones.
Yeah, I was thinking about that story you told me.
Yeah, it was a crazy story. I've been trying to get this guy, babes. I've known him for 10 plus years to write a book about his life because he has some really unique stories.
It sounds like he does because you told me some of them.
Yeah.
And he hasn't even been living, he's only in his 50s, right?
Yeah, and I've offered to, because we used to go on these long, like 3-hour plus car rides and just talk the entire time. And I've offered to just like record him and, say, hey, I'll give you the recording so you could edit them however you want. But so far that has not happened. But he told me a story that happened during the pandemic because we haven't seen each other since about a month before it started.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't go into too many details because it's his to share, but it was basically about how he discovered, or he thought that he had kidney stones and he was hiding it from his girl for like a week. And then eventually the pain was so much he just had to come clean with it.
Yeah, I heard they're not fun.
That's what I've heard.
I know someone who had like 13 kidney stones. There's like 13 kidney stone, like in total she had 13 kidney stones.
Wow.
And there was, I don't know how many were on each side of her, but it was pretty bad. And I'm like, that's horrible. I heard about kidney stones when guys get it, and it sounds really painful, but I also heard that women have a really, really hard time with it too. I would imagine it really hurts for women.
Apparently, it ain't no joke.
No. Those calcium deposits are not good.
Nope.
Yeah. And I heard that people that don't drink a lot of water get them.
Oh, that's good, because I'm always drinking water.
Yeah, I heard that people that drink a lot of water get them, and people that have too much calcium get them. But water is good because it flushes out your kidneys.
Yeah, I've probably drank since I got up this morning, babes. And granted, it was a little bit early,
Yeah.
but half of the water in the container that you bought me, which is 32 ounces. And after this, I'm
Nice.
probably going to like finish it off.
Oh no, that's super good because I drink water during the day,
Yeah,
and there are times where I've gotten so thirsty that I'll drink like 2 bottles of water in one day, and that's actually a record for me.
nice.
Um, and that's good that you're flushing out your kidneys.
Yeah, and I used to forget to drink water when I was in my 20s. And then somehow
Yeah.
in my 30s, it just like clicked with me, and I'm able to remember just to drink water throughout the day.
Yeah, I think what I've always been hearing was you drink 6 to 8 glasses, but that sounded a lot to me.
Yeah.
And or 8 6-ounce glasses, which I'm like, this is really ridiculous. Why are people changing that? So I've noticed that when I drink from a water bottle, I drink more of it.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's in a bottle and it's not
You
in
don't
a.
think of it as a cup. And also, too, babes, not to interrupt you, but I just did. With a
Yes, you did.
water bottle, you can get the bigger ones and you can just like fill them up. So you don't even think about like filling and refilling them, and that often as you would with a cup.
And when I was in the hospital, in my late 20s, when I was 28, they had a bottle of cold water next to me, and it wasn't like a plastic one. It was like a pretty good sized bottle because they wanted me to drink water, and that helped me a lot because they did refill it, and it was always cold water.
Oh, nice.
I know it was always cold water, and that really helped with going to the bathroom
Yeah.
because they wanted me to do that. And I, it was helping with my appetite too.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
And I always like my water when it's just about to freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I think is
I
like the perfect.
I don't like it like too cold, but cold enough.
I like it where there's just like it's forming a little bit of ice inside the bottle, and that's when I like to drink it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some people are like, don't drink cold water. And I'm like, look, I haven't seen any science to actually back that up.
Your mom said that, right?
She did, but then other people, I've some people online, I've gotten like these little health snippets and they'll say, don't drink cold water. I'm like, I'm sorry, there is no evidence to prove that cold water can actually shock your system unless it's like super cold.
Yeah, I mean, you probably don't want to be. I mean, I don't know how cold it would be because at some point it just freezes over in ice, right? So, I've never heard that before I started dating you, and I've still to this day I've only heard it from you.
Yeah, and then people make up these weird things like you should always eat like. Okay, so I love my mom very much, but sometimes I wonder.
She's a little bit nutty, but we do like her.
Sometimes I wonder where she gets information. Like she told me before, oh, you should always eat fruit before your whatever meal you're eating. And one time I asked, and I think I was eating breakfast at my aunt's house.
Yeah.
And my aunt's like, oh, your mom said you should eat fruit before your breakfast. I'm like, why? And I just asked her why. And she's like, because she said so. I'm like, yeah, but why? Why is that true? I was like, because sometimes my mom will say something and she'll like over exaggerate and she'll say like, oh, your auntie, she did blah 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 or whatever it is, and she'll make it so extreme.
I could see your mom being one of those types of people. Like I remember that story she told about like rescuing her family when she was like 6 or something from a fire.
I never heard that story.
It was
in my
like
life.
when she was in the Philippines and like Jesus came down and helped her save the family or something.
I don't think she said he came down. I think she said something like, maybe she said God told her to do that. I don't know.
You kind of know the story that I'm talking about, right? I'm sure I'm getting some of the details
I've never
wrong.
heard that story in my life. That's the one story I never heard in my life, and I'm like, what?
Oh, until she told it to you in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember that story at all.
That's weird because I got the sense when she was telling the story, because she just met me and went right into it, that it was probably something she told a lot.
No, I don't think I don't remember that one. She told a lot of stories, and a lot of them were when she was a child, but she never told me that one.
Do you think that she's like the church equivalent to George Santos? Like, so we start calling your mom Georgina Santos?
No, we
Okay.
don't. No, I think that yes, there are things that have happened to her that she believes were miraculous, but there are some things where I'm not too sure if I mean, because you said it yourself, some people really do um some people really do get to the point where they actually believe what they're saying.
Exactly. Oh, okay. So you think it's one of those things?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. There are some things where I think that she how do I say this? Maybe the word isn't exaggerating, but she really kind of makes it sound like it was more than what it was.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that she and maybe she doesn't realize that. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it, to tell you the truth.
And oftentimes with stories like that, there's a seed of truth, and then you just embellish throughout the years to where you don't even remember what went on.
Right, and just because there's a seed of truth in something, it doesn't make it all true.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you got to really be careful about that. Having said that, my mom is well-meaning. I love her very much.
Yeah, she's a nice lady. She's a little bit, nutty, but she does mean well. She is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But some could say we're all nutty in our own way.
In some ways, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Some are a lot more nuttier than others. Some people just have little quirks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have my own little quirks too. So
I've got quirks too. I mean, everybody has little quirks, but there's some people that are like really super out there.
I know.
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone earlier this week, and afterwards I confirmed it. The scientists have moved up the time on the doomsday clock to like 90 seconds.
That's a little out there.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness.
You don't care if there's a nuclear disaster then, or what?
I'm not saying I don't care. I just think that some people are more overreactive than others. I don't know that there will be. I don't know. I think there's some people that are so high up and are so hungry for power that they'll say anything to scare anybody.
These are scientists, though. This isn't like Joe Biden in his garage doing it.
But I mean, so there are some scientists that are so hungry for power that they'll say just about anything to get people scared. And I'm not saying that it may not happen, but I'm not going to sit here and worry all day about it.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? I have other things to worry about.
Yes. And so far, I mean, I am worried about like a nuclear disaster, but so far, knock on wood, it hasn't really happened on a large scale. I mean, there's been things here and there, but it hasn't like been a worldwide disaster yet.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, babes. Yes.
Yes, bubs. Yes.
Yes.
But but yeah, it was a day filled with fun, and there was some good food. The one person that was supposed to go, unfortunately, she
caught
usually
that Rona.
makes. I don't know if she did, Bubs.
Sorry, that was an assumption.
Yeah, you like to assume a lot, don't you?
I do. Why not?
Yeah, well, it's not good to assume.
Well, at some point, babes, you have to go with the evidence you have before you and make an informed decision.
Bubs, there is no evidence. She just got sick. We don't know with what, but she got sick. Anyway.
And if it comes out later that she had coronavirus, you'll say, Bubs, you shouldn't assume. Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me continue, please.
Go ahead.
So we got some good food from Safeway. The sandwiches were good. I believe the soup was from there too. and it was like a chicken noodle and veggie, and then there was some cookies and chips and fruit. It was good.
I'm surprised they got the stuff from Safeway because they're super expensive.
Well, that's what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be. They're really good.
What are you doing with your phone?
Sorry.
That's okay.
I was moving it. I moved it slightly.
Nice.
I'm still paying attention to detail.
Yeah, somebody has to.
Oh, goodness.
Well, good.
Yep. Anyway, yeah, you are going to see me in action somehow, either in pictures or video.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll
Or
be
both.
real nice. I'm looking forward to it, yeah.
Stop it.
Alana hates when I do that voice. She says it's really creepy.
It is.
But then I told you the background of that voice this week and you started laughing.
I started laughing, but I thought it was ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
Because you're like, I was like, you're making this person up. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Bubbles.
Very good, babes. Very good. So,
Yes.
I mean, as I already said, I had lunch with an old friend of mine yesterday.
Yeah, an old one.
He's not that old, babes. He's like 15 years older than me.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But,
Older.
yeah. But we have mutual friends, or we've had mutual friends.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows somebody from my past who's done me wrong.
Yeah, I know this person.
And we don't have to go into that whole thing. But that person was kind of instrumental in both of our lives for different reasons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, of course, when I'm going to meet my friend, I'm assuming that this other person is going to come up, and I don't know if it's going to be like a long thing or if we're just going to casually mention it, but I know that we're going to talk about this person to some extent. I don't talk to this person anymore. The friend who I saw yesterday does, but this person came up, and I don't want to give out too many details, but the guy who I had lunch with yesterday, or brunch, kind of implied that the person who I cut out is not doing too well in life.
Oh.
Yeah. And I've seen a lot of examples of this since the beginning of the pandemic of people who I've had issues with, and I just assume we're like killing it in life. It turns out aren't. If you look beneath the surface, it turns out are having a lot of issues. So it's kind of like a weird reminder of like, be careful what you wish for on my part, and be careful what you put out into the universe, and also not to assume just because somebody did me wrong that means that they're in a good state of mind.
Yeah, or someone who appears to be successful doesn't mean that they're doing well either.
Exactly.
Some of them are, but some of them aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them can be successful and do well at the same time, and some of them just aren't.
Well, because there's different levels of success, right? So there's financial, but then there's also how do you interact with people? Mm-hmm. And I don't want to give out the specifics here. And I actually, I don't know all the details, and neither did my friend who I saw for, the brief time yesterday. Mm-hmm. But the impression that I got is that this person who I cut out of my life is doing really bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's sad to hear, I don't always like hearing about people doing poorly in life.
No.
But at the same time, it's sad. I mean, we as a society, when we think of revenge, right? It's like, ooh, so they got what's coming to them, and some of us think that way, yes. Yeah. And I think naturally we do, like, ooh, okay, I'm doing good, and this person isn't,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's interesting when you think about that.
But then you don't feel good, or at least I don't, when I found out that somebody who did me wrong is doing horrible in life. And it's one of those things, it's a lesson I didn't learn until a couple of years ago, really since the pandemic started, is I thought if I ever heard something like that, I'd be thrilled. And then when it finally happens, you realize, no, this is more sad than anything.
It is, especially when, a lot of people I've been talking about the mental state of what's going on with people right now.
Yeah.
It isn't just younger people, but it's older, people that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, or even in their 60s. And what's stressing people out and what's making people anxious, or brain disorders.
Absolutely.
Caused by whatever they're caused by. And it's really sad to see.
I think I've said this before, and it's probably not an original thought, but I don't think we live in the worst time in human history by any shot. But I do think we live in the most confusing time. Which definitely has ramifications for your mental health.
It does. It does. Yeah, I kind of think that there are some people that like to sweep mental health under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some people that feel that there are people that have mental problems, and they use mental problems as an excuse to either get out of something or an excuse for doing something wrong.
You got to be careful about that too.
You got to be careful because some people do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanye West.
There was another person I was thinking about, but it wasn't him.
Uh-oh.
It was a story that somebody told me about a guy who murdered people, and I forgot how many people he murdered.
Oh, by the way, did you hear the new George Santos thing?
No.
I know this literally, I found out about this yesterday morning.
No, what is it?
Somebody has like Facebook text that George Santos sent him, where George Santos was joking about giving praise to Hitler.
What?
And like anti-Semitic stuff apparently.
Yeah, and he said he was supposed to be Jewish.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what? Interestingly enough, yesterday was Holocaust Remembrance Day.
Wow.
Yeah. Yesterday happened to be called, and I didn't even realize that until I came home and I was listening to the radio, and it said, "This is Holocaust Survivor." I think it's like Remembrance Day or whatever, and I'm like, "Oh wow." And then you mentioned that to me, and I'm like, yeah, it's not good.
Let's remember to write him an email and asking him how he's going through these troubling times. I wish, babes, I've interviewed people before, but I'm not like super well known in that world. I would love to interview George Santos, but instead of doing the typical thing where you confront him, because you know now that he's not going to tell you the truth, what I would do is I would start talking about like World War I and the Revolutionary War and different events in world history and see him lie about having a connection to these things.
Exactly.
That would be the tact I would take. But that's just me.
see how much he lies, see how much he talks about. Absolutely. Because a big liar, a person who lies a lot, is never going to admit that they were wrong.
Exactly.
Usually it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I do like that so many people are turning on him. Not just the press, but also members of his own party.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's good.
And it happened very quickly.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think people are just tired of people lying like that.
Exactly.
Especially if they're big, gigantic lies that you can't really, you can't take back because there's so many pieces of evidence against you.
Well, okay. And if it's one or two lies, then that's a horrible thing to do in itself. Like Elizabeth Warren, we could go down that road of her heritage, right?
Yes.
But it's not just one or two big lies. It's like, I don't know at this point, 15 big lies maybe? And that's a guess.
And there's an investigation on his businesses, and there's an investigation on a lot of things that he's lying about. It's like, you might as well just drop out of, or resign from your position, because you got voted in under false pretense. Exactly.
So they can't legally make him leave. And I was hearing, I think it was Sagar from Breaking Points talk about it this week. I hope I'm getting that right. But I think he was saying that he thinks the way they're going to get him to leave is by investigating his finances. And that's going to be the thing that eventually drives him out of office. We'll see, though.
You might have a point, because if his finances are really, like, the information about his finances are really, really don't match what he's saying, then he has to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I was having the get together with my friend the other day, I didn't want to blow up his spot too much, because I remember what this was in reference to, but I don't think he wants me airing out all his dirty laundry.
Probably not.
But he was asking life advice for something to a couple of different people in his life. And one of them was like this Buddhist monk. And the monk said something like, you can escape from the dream whenever you want. But imagine that you see a friend struggling with their cell phone. And yes, you know it's a dream, and you know that, this situation isn't real, but you can choose to stay in the dream if you want and help your friend. And I've just been thinking about that over the last day or so. I guess it's just the last day. The idea that, like, life is a dream, but we can choose to stay in it, I guess, is what I took away from that.
Okay, super out there.
I don't know if it's that far out there, babes.
I think it is.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's another saying that people want to say to escape to escape reality.
Well, I'm sounding like a broken record. I think that this is a version of reality, but not the version of reality.
Yeah, I think that's something fun that people like to say to not face their problems.
I don't know, babes.
That's what I think.
Oh, yes. Yes, but then I also think that when you die, probably nothing happens. I don't know about that. I go back and forth with that, babes.
Oh my goodness. By the way, what did you have for brunch?
Oh yeah, so I guess I can say this. We wanted to go to the Cup and the Saucer, which is this place on like 35th or 36th in Hawthorne. But apparently they closed down during the pandemic. I don't know the specifics.
Oh.
But they opened a restaurant right in that place, and it kind of has a similar vibe to the Cup and the Saucer. So we go in. We're talking for a while before we order, just because we had to catch up on things. And I ordered their vegan burrito, which was pretty good. It was like one of the few things I could find that didn't have eggs with it. Oh, I liked it though, and it came with a small salad.
I think we need to have you face your fear of eggs, because I think you really. I think you would enjoy them if you know that they're actually made properly.
That might get me to choose to escape the dream, babes.
It's not that horrible. I really think that if you had proper eggs, that you might actually like them.
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like that author of that book, Julie and Julia, right? She didn't want to eat eggs until she started making Julia Child's recipes. Mm-hmm. That lady died last year. Did you know that?
The one that was the one that the book was based on?
Yeah, she died.
Julie?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, I forget what it was from, but I remember reading about it. And I was really shocked because, I mean, I related to the book a lot because not just that I don't like eggs and I love to cook, but she was also talking about, being a fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and living life. And she seemed like a cool lady.
What was her last name?
I forget. And if I search it, it might accidentally crash this, so I don't want to do it now.
How old was she?
She wasn't that old, babes. I think she was maybe 50.
And what did she die of?
Hold on. You know what? I'm going to try to search this and hopefully it won't crash us. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's see. You still there, Jaylo?
I'm here.
All right. So I'm going to type in. Hold on. Julie and Julia. Yeah, author. Let's see what comes up. Julie Powell. Let me see.
Oh, Julie Powell. That's her name. Yes.
Julie Powell, known for food writer of Julie and Julia, dies at age 49. This is from the New York Times.
Wow. Super
from
young.
November of last year, November 3rd.
Okay. Does it say anything else?
I could click on it, but a pop-up might come up and disconnect
Okay.
us.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up myself then.
Yeah,
Julie
49.
Powell, super young, not even 50 yet.
Yeah, goodbye, my friend Julia Powell, who was so much more than her food writing. Somebody wrote.
Oh.
Died recently at 49. No. Yeah, sorry, I would click on something, but with all the banner headlines, I'm afraid it would disconnect us.
Wow, she was really young.
49, babes.
That's super young.
Yeah.
She wasn't even a half a century old yet.
She was getting there, though.
She was.
See, if she would have eaten eggs earlier, she would have died at 30.
Bubs.
Oh, babes, I'm starting to be thankful that you didn't allow me to come over this weekend because you're coughing.
Bubs, I'm not sick. It's just my throat.
Oh.
And I would have known if I was sick. Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's just my throat's been irritated since yesterday.
Nice. Maybe you caught Mona.
No, I didn't.
Okay, don't get too pissy. I love you, babes.
Okay. I love you too.
Oh, good.
Even though you drive me crazy.
Oh my goodness. What's going on in the book called Lolita?
I didn't get back to it yet. It's just been a really crazy busy week.
Yeah.
And, building up to Friday, because I knew Friday was going to be just a topper of this week. But I'm going to get back to it this weekend because, as far as I went to is when, Humbert is talking to Headmistress Pratt about Lolita and how odd she kind of is. So
interesting.
Yeah, and he's worried that the headmistress has some weird idea that Humbert and Lolita have a weird relationship going on, but I don't know yet. I have to go through it. So
nice.
Yep.
So my friend from Wyoming, who I was talking on the phone with earlier this week, the one who told me about the moving of the doomsday clock, we also started talking about multiverse theories. And sorry, as the reason I bring this up is because when you were talking just now, I zoned out a little bit because I'm starting to think about the multiverse and the idea that this might be a dream and who's having the dream if this is one.
Okay.
So I zoned out a little bit. That's a fancy.
Yeah, I know you were. You weren't listening to anything.
I was listening. You said it was Humbert and then some other stuff, but I'm glad that you're reading it. Well, I want to be honest with you, babes.
I know, but you asked me about what was going on and you zoned out.
I know, but I'm telling you the truth. Would you prefer that I just say, "Oh, that's an interesting part. You got some more stuff coming up," or would you prefer that I be honest?
No, I'm glad that you were honest. I just wish that you didn't zone out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Baboosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you making fun of me clear my throat?
No, yes. In a word, yes, I was.
Why?
Because I love you. And they say that we make fun of the ones we love the most.
No, it's we hurt the ones we love the most.
Oh. Well, then you got some hurting coming your way there, Jaylo. But it sounds like I might have some hurt coming my way too. So maybe we just call it a truce.
It's building.
Nice. Oh, I don't like that.
It won't actually be hurt. It may be a little bit of tickling and
Nice.
Nice. No, I'm not going to really hurt you. That would be mean.
No, it would. In 2017, babes, I go to the Blues Fest, and this was obviously before we met.
Is that the one where you took a couple people with you?
Oh, no, God, that was the year before. That was a complete shit show.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yes, I know that. You've said it a million times.
Well, that's not what I was planning to say, babes.
Okay.
Anyways. So This was back when I used to wear backpacks a lot more. And that kind of really stopped during the pandemic. But anyways, I'm wearing my backpack. It's the first day, the second day, and then my shoulder is starting to hurt. But I have a cell phone and some internet. So I pull up and see the lineup for that day at the Blues Festival because I want to go home and rest my shoulder for a little while. And I see that a group called Dust Bowl Revival is playing. And I really wanted to see them because I YouTubed them. Luckily, or so I thought, I saw that they were set to play later that night as well. So I go home, rest, come back to the Blues Fest. And maybe it's just me, maybe it was them, but I could not find their second set where they were playing. So I didn't get to see them live. I since started dating a woman who is Filipino and coughs a lot and is dyslexic. And
hey. Enough of that.
I played her some Dust Bowl Revival throughout the years. What?
I'm here.
Oh, good, because I'm Wick.
Bubs.
Sorry, I played you their music over the years.
You're going to get it.
No, that's okay, babes.
Seriously.
That's okay, babes.
You're going to get it.
That's okay. Anyways.
You will.
So,
yes.
So I played her their music over the years, and she really liked their. I played you their music over the years.
You're acting like I'm not here.
Sorry. And you really.
You're pretending as if I don't exist or something.
Oh my goodness. You really like their stuff.
Yes, I did.
I wanted to see them live again. Partially, I'm thinking, well, maybe they'll come back to the Blues Fest, but I don't know. And yesterday, or a couple of days ago, rather, I'm just kind of like chilling out. And I decided to type in Dust Bowl Revival 2023 tour.
Yep.
I see that they're coming to town. Relatively well-priced tickets, not too expensive, and fairly close to where I live. But it happens to be on the same birthday as the girl I'm dating right now.
The same birthday or the same day?
The same day as the birthday of the girl I'm dating right now.
Bubs.
Of you, actually.
You're so going to get it next time.
No, that's okay. We talked about it, and it looks like I'm going to be getting us tickets there. Jaylo.
Yay.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be such a cool way to end my birthday because I usually have a low-key day where I either go out to dinner or somebody comes over and we have cake and ice cream and dinner. But that would be so cool to go to a concert on my birthday.
I like it too, babes.
Yes.
And it's also going to be fairly nice, hopefully, because it's mid-April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the beginning of April because sometimes it rains a lot. You know, the spring rain comes and I don't really like it.
Sometimes, but it's usually pretty nice.
Usually it's pretty nice, but sometimes it does rain a lot.
Yeah. So I get an email from Ticketmaster announcing upcoming shows. And they announce that Ringo Starr is coming to town. Wow. They don't say quite like that. They say Ringo Starr is going to be playing shows. I'm not a Ringo fan, but he was a Beatle. And I've never seen I've never seen a Beatle perform live. So, you know, just for that, even if I hated all of his music, I'd still probably at least check into tickets. But it turned out that he's only going to Bend, as far as like this area is concerned.
I don't even know where. I think Bend is closer to Redmond, and that's far.
It's like a 2 or 3 hour drive away, I think.
Yeah, it's like forget it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, babes.
By the way,
what's up?
I just got a notification that it isn't too late to register for the February 7th First Tuesdays Online. And this is cool because these two flutists are going to be playing some 20th and 21st century music, which means the flute music is going to be unconventional with like a lot of percussive noises and humming noises. Some really interesting things. Now, 20th and 21st century flute music isn't really my thing. But it would be really cool to hear.
You're talking about with the Portland Flute Society.
Yeah, the Greater Portland Flute Society. Mm-hmm.
That might be something to check out.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get your things figured out with your password, babes?
I'm supposed to get an email today about when I'm going to change it.
Okay, so we're talking about two different things. I was referencing the Greater Portland Flute Society password. Did you get that figured out?
Oh, no. I changed it. I just like changed it like about a month ago or so.
And now you're able to log in.
Yeah.
Nice. And you've been having more issues with your Apple password.
Oh my goodness. Yes. I don't know what it is, but I changed it. I already changed it twice.
So for some context, I've had Apple products since probably August of 2009. And I think like 3 years ago, I changed my password for the first time. And you didn't really use Apple products before like May or June of last year.
No. Oh yeah, that's right. I started using it in actually a week after my birthday.
Okay, so April of last year then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I have already changed it. I already changed it twice. I did.
Yeah.
Well, it's very annoying.
And now you're going to change it again?
Yes, I'm going to change it again.
Yes. I don't think that that's necessary. I would just like turn your device off and reboot it and see if that helps with the problem you're having. Basically, your issue is that every time you turn on the screen, you have to re-enter your passcode. And I told you how to turn that off, but you said for some reason on your iPad, it's not letting you do that.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not letting me do that. So I have to change my password again, and I am going to turn my passcode off, even though I remember it because I've put it in so many times.
Yeah.
And I have a copy of it, so it's it's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And then you also have issues with FaceTime, which I've never had a problem with.
I know. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I can't, set it up.
Have you tried uninstalling it and then re-downloading it?
No, I haven't.
I highly recommend doing that. Now, you're not the only one with issues related to tech. I've been having some problems with Audacity recently.
Oh, good. So I'm not the only one having issues with tech.
Well, that's not good.
No, I mean it's good that I'm not the only one. I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know it's not good that you're having issues. I'm saying it's good that I'm not the only one.
So I'm on version 3.2, which I think is the latest version. And it's still kind of working, but it freezes up a lot and it's really, really slow. I've only been noticing that for the past couple weeks. And before then, it worked very well. But it's annoying now.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. It's like tech works when it really works, and usually it does, but there are times where it gets really glitchy and,
Yeah, and I've been using Audacity like years before we started dating.
I'm sure you have.
Mm-hmm.
Have you used it for a lot of recordings?
Yes, but also like taking hits out of things like YouTube videos that I may have downloaded back in the day and stuff like that. But it's always been a great app until recently.
Wow, I don't know what the deal is. You might have to reinstall it again.
I did that, but I might have to do that again. Yeah. I don't like GarageBand that much because I noticed that I've always had issues with it. Like it either freezes or takes long to import stuff. Now I'm talking about GarageBand on the Mac. On the iPad, It's a little bit better.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But on the iPad, the issue is that it has like stricter time limits for how long a recording can be.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you wouldn't want to do like a podcast in GarageBand on your iPad,
wow.
But you could do like an intro song.
Yeah, I heard it's really cool if you want to compose some music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm surprised you haven't played with it, actually.
No, I haven't. I know a friend of mine has it. on his computer, and it's a pretty cool thing to use. Like, we used it when he used to tutor me.
Yeah, you could download it for your iPad, and it's totally free.
I think it's already on there, actually.
Okay, yeah, you should play with it sometime.
I should. I really should, because I'm a music person. I love that stuff.
Yeah, and one cool thing is if you get an external microphone, I guess you could even do it with the built-in mic. You could record yourself playing flute, and then you can take like loops of music or play like the piano over it and overdub tracks. So it's like you playing the flute with like a band, even though it's only you.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if I took a song like "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road," for example, I could do a version of it on with piano and flute.
Yeah, you could.
Cool.
Yeah, because you know piano.
A little bit.
Yeah. You know what? That might be a good question, babes, to ask your tech teacher. Like, does the keyboard work with GarageBand? Because in GarageBand, when you click on an instrument, it'll actually pull up like a virtual keyboard. But I'm thinking the one that you have might work with it.
Oh yeah, I should ask one of them that, because I have 2 teachers for that adaptive devices class I'm taking. I should ask them about that, because I really want to get back into learning my keyboard a little bit more, because I've kind of been so busy that I haven't been doing that as much as I want to.
Yeah.
That would be good to know if I wanted to compose something fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Good stuff, babes.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Yes. I got to be honest about something, babes.
Uh-oh.
I'm not really don't worry, I'm not cheating or anything like that.
I appreciate that.
Oh, no worries, babes. Well, it's easy not to cheat when nobody is offering you. Do you remember that Chris Rock thing where he's talking about
cheating on 3 women?
Well, there's that. That's great, but it was like years earlier he did this routine. And how does he say it? He's like, nobody wanted you before you got this girl, but then you got her and she cleaned you up. She got the coal out of your eyes. Remember that? She dressed you up fancy, and now women approach you all the time. He says it more in a way that I find is funny, but I think you might see as offensive. But I toned it down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, for your sake.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's really interesting that the girls want the guys that are taken, because even though they know that they're unobtainable, then they want them even more.
Yeah, he talks about that. I think it's a different special. I think it Never Scared. He addresses that, and he says something like, if a guy sees a woman, if a guy meets a friend and meets his friend's girlfriend rather, and he likes her, he'll be like, that's a really nice woman. I should find a woman like that. But if a girl meets her friend's boyfriend, she'll think to herself, that's a really nice man. I need to get with him.
I think there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always happen that way. Yeah. What about the guys who have crushes on their friends' girlfriends, but they don't think that they should find a woman like that? They think, oh, I should get her.
That definitely happens too.
Yeah, that happens too. I don't know what the percentage is, but it does happen.
I've known guys who have gone after other people's wives.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, and I've known more than one.
I know. I've heard a bunch of stories.
Yeah.
Yes. That's just insane to me, because when and call me old fashioned, and I think you would agree with this actually, that when a man is married to a woman, or a woman is married to a man, that pretty much means that they're bound.
Exactly. So I'm not going to go into too many details. I'm not even sure if you know this, but I knew a guy who went after somebody's wife, and the wife was pregnant with the husband's kid. Like super pregnant when he started going after her. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
She was pregnant, not with his child, but the husband's
Yeah,
child.
with her second daughter.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Um, did it end well for?
Put it to you this way. No.
Okay, well that's good. That's just altogether wrong right there.
It is.
Not only are you stealing the man's wife, but you're also stealing the baby.
Well, I wouldn't quite phrase it like
or maybe that's
that.
maybe it's a wife. Maybe just a wife. Okay.
Yeah.
And the baby came along with her.
I don't know, because when I would see him around town with the girl, they really wouldn't talk about our kids that much, except one day I'm hanging out with these freaks. And the girl says to the guy, because so she was pregnant with her second daughter, and the first daughter was a couple years older. And this is maybe like a year and a half after she had given birth to the second daughter, rather. So the first daughter is like 4.5 now. I know there's a lot to the story. But she said that she was cleaning out her car like the day before, or taking her kids to school or to daycare or whatever. And the older daughter said about the new guy in her life, "I don't like him." Yeah.
That's really bad.
I know.
Well, I mean,
this was more than 10 years ago, by the way.
Oh, okay. So this was like in a different state.
This was in a different state.
Well, my thing is, why in the world would any man want to go after someone who clearly is not reachable?
Well, apparently she was reachable.
No. What I mean is, it's like at the most inopportune time.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm okay. I think I know who you might be talking about.
Something tells me if you guessed it, there's a 95 chance you would be correct. But we're not going to play that game right now.
No, I think I might know who you're talking about.
I think you do too.
Yeah. I think you didn't tell me the details of the story, but I think I might know who that is.
And to be clear, I'm still leaving out a lot of details, and I don't know everything.
Sounds like a crazy, 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 crazy relationship.
Oh, yeah, babes.
Which should not have happened.
Exactly.
But I mean, you just don't get into that stuff.
Oh, that reminds me. I know we're jumping around a little bit.
That's okay.
But you're sick, so we got to, cover
I
some
am
stuff.
not sick.
Okay, good. So,
Bubs.
Okay, well, let's talk about it then. About this, rather.
Okay.
As you know, I went down a little bit of a Teal Swan rabbit hole last weekend. Understatement of the year, I know.
Understatement of the year, yeah.
So, I think the series is called The Deep, or Open the Deep, or something like that, or Deep End. But there is a Hulu docuseries that I have not watched. And it's very critical of Teal Swan, from what I heard. Like, I think, this is just what I've heard, it comes to the conclusion that she's like a cult leader. And again, I've not seen this show as of right now. So, I have seen a lot of Teal Swan videos over the years. And I get a recommendation saying, I forgot the name of the video, but it was something like Teal Swan debunks this show, or whatever the name of the video is. And I click on it, and I think I'm just going to get the same song and dance if she's just saying these people are insane, right? And it starts off that way, but then she's like, but I never had proof of that. But here it is right now. We found some video that I think you guys would find interesting. It's video.
Wow.
Well, I haven't told you what it is yet. Okay. So when the film crew was shooting the movie or the series about her, they're like a year into it, roughly. It's video of first the director wishing Teal a happy birthday for her birthday in June, I believe, of 2021. Then the producer doing the same thing, and then another member of the crew doing the same thing. And and it's not just like happy birthday, Teal. It's like, you changed my life. I've learned so much from you. I've grown so much. The producer did a positive slam poem about her.
Wow, it's a little bit weird.
So that threw me off balance a little bit. I don't know what to make of that.
Well, I do you wonder if these people are so much under her spell that they can't see the forest through the trees?
See, that's an interesting argument. The thing I would say to contest that is less than a year later, they released a documentary basically bashing her.
Uh-huh.
And they were shooting
Well, I
it at
mean,
the time.
Well, I mean, I don't know if anyone can say that a person changed their life if they can say something like, I know everybody's past. I know the Akashic records.
Yeah. See,
I mean, it sounds really suspect to me.
yeah, and this isn't to say that Till Swan is completely right. It's just to say that, oh, that made me take a breath for a minute and question things. I still think that she's very nutty and that it's possible she is a cult leader. I don't know. I don't know if she is or isn't a cult leader. But
I don't know. The Teal tribe sounds pretty cultish to me.
It does. And some of the things we've heard or I have in podcasts did not make her sound like a very normal person. And I haven't seen the documentary again, but it was kind of jarring to see that. Because I was just expecting her to say these are lies, but I didn't expect her to back it up with video evidence.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
And I would also have to ask, well, when was this recorded? When were these things recorded?
Okay, she claims it was recorded around June of 2021.
Yeah, I mean, the same question would be asked about Nexium, right?
Yeah.
With Keith Raniere, how those girls, those people were calling him Vanguard, and then they had V-Day for Vanguard Day in the book. Remember?
Exactly. Yeah, I remember.
And a lot of them were just so caught up under his spell. One of the girls wanted to have a child with him, and it turns out that it didn't happen.
No.
And all these girls were, I mean, he was just, it just sounded like a very weird thing going on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know what the truth is. I still lean in the side that she's really out there and possibly dangerous, but that did make me question it. And it's good to have your beliefs questioned sometimes.
Yeah. I tend to still be on the side that she's completely nutty.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, good.
Nice.
Good. And
I pity the child who is, who happens to be her child.
Well, I'll tell you this. I listened to the Mormon Stories 3-part interview. I think it's 3 parts with the guy who dated Till Swan for 5 months.
Yes.
And the guy seemed a little bit out there. He didn't seem like the most normal person. And obviously you're getting this through me and that's my perspective. Right. Mm-hmm. But he talked about the fact that, Till Swan had a son. And I think the host asked him about Till Swan's son. And he's like, well, she doesn't spend any time with her son. But he said that it's because Till was afraid of her negativity rubbing off on him, rubbing off on the kid.
Why did she have one then?
I don't know. She had 4 husbands. That would be my question.
Why would she put herself in a position to where she would have one if she thought that, she was going to be too negative for him?
Well, one, that's this guy's claims. I don't know if it's true, but people do stuff all the time they shouldn't do.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. She just seems really nutty.
No, she does.
And sounds very intense.
Yes. Yeah, she does.
And a little bit over dramatic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know either, babes.
People have questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good, babes.
Very good.
Yes. Well, babes, there's so much more we could say, but I know that you're not feeling too good right now.
Yeah, I think I need to probably take a little bit of a rest. My brain, I mean, it's not just my irritated throat, but this week is just taking a lot out of me in a good way, but also it's made me very tired. So
you'll never get this week back.
No. I mean, when I came home, I wasn't just physically tired from all the things that we did that day, but also just the accumulation of information. It was like my brain is just so dead tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would suggest something that might be fun tomorrow if I'm not coming over is maybe like watching some comedy specials virtually, but I know that you would not be in favor of that.
No, I'm not really a comedy special person. I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not too sure about that.
Oh my goodness. Well, it was a suggestion.
I do like comedies, but I don't know. Some comedy specials can get like super raunchy, and I don't know. I'm not really like a big comedy special person.
We were talking earlier this week, and I was surprised that you had never heard of Jimmy Carr.
No, I haven't.
He's done some really funny stuff on Netflix. I think you can find a couple of his comedy specials. I hope so, because they're really good.
And he's from England, right?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
Interesting, babes.
Very good.
Yes. All right, Jaylo, unless there's anything you have to say, I think we should finish this.
That was a good episode.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for you to stay tuned for pictures of what I did.
Nobody else.
Nobody else.
Yeah, I mean, I might send them to the Teal tribe just for fun. That's about it.
No. No.
No,
I don't want them getting I don't want them to get a hold of my pictures. No.
Yeah. Well, good, babes. Well, next time we talk, we'll have a lot to talk about, including the horrific thing that happened in Mississippi this week and all that stuff. But I'm sure you and I will talk about that next week as well. So. Yeah,
I never heard about the Mississippi thing actually, but we can talk about that later.
Oh yeah, that's really horrible. Like it's another person was killed by some cops, and it was so bad that
was in Tennessee. That was from Tennessee.
Oh, that was from Tennessee. Yeah, the police chief. Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm bad with that stuff. The police chief came out on TV before releasing the footage and said that if people weren't disturbed by the police footage, it would be a sign that they're probably not human. Like, that's how bad this thing was.
Yeah, and there's an ongoing investigation about what really happened. And I heard about this, and I didn't realize that it happened just this month.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible.
It is a horrible thing. But we're going to talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if the police chief is saying before the footage comes out that this is bad footage and phrases it like that, then you know it's horrible.
I heard about something that happened in Seattle to another police officer that was, I think he was taken off of the force because of it.
That's very rare, though. Usually they don't like to charge police officers.
But they need to do that. I mean, I don't think all police officers are bad. I think for the most part they actually want to do their job, but there are some that need to be really need to be looked at, because if they are kicking and punching somebody, it's one thing if the officer is telling someone to giving them instructions, but if they don't give them instruction, if they're not following instructions, or if they're taking the officer's gun,
yeah,
they have every right to react. They have every right to do what they have to do. But if they're punching and kicking somebody, that is over the top, wrong, and violent, and it shouldn't be happening.
And if they don't do anything about it, then it sends the message that it's okay. And like the man who was killed in Tennessee, I'm blanking on his name for some reason. Probably
Tyree Nichols.
Tyrell Nichols?
Tyree Nichols.
Tyree Nichols. From what I understand, he was just like walking, doing his thing.
It was a traffic stop.
Okay. And yeah, and now he's dead.
I don't know the complete details about what was going on with him. I only know that he was 29. It's an ongoing investigation, so I guess we talked about it already.
We talked about it already, but we'll talk about it more because you know, some other time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a horrible situation. the cops are able to get away with this. But
I am glad that the police chief is going to investigate this.
yeah, and I'm glad that the police chief is at least realistic about it too. You know what I mean? It's not like so many cases for the past. And see, this is why we need body cams.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, it was on, and it's good that it was on body cam footage. Otherwise, people wouldn't have known about it.
Yeah, but there's been a lot of people who didn't like the idea of body cams, and it turns out it's a good thing. I always thought it was
I think we need it. Yeah, I think we need them more than ever, because if a police officer is being being accused of being racist, you can look at the body cam video and see if that was true.
Yep.
Or if the suspect was trying to grab the police officer's gun, which you should never do.
Yeah, but that was not the case in this situation. But I hear what you're saying.
We're still finding out. We're still, finding out details, but I don't even know the entire details of the story. So.
It's sad from what I've heard. And again, I'm trying to stay away from the news a lot, but it's a sad case.
It is.
Yes. But babes,
mm-hmm.
We've talked a lot, and I know that you are very tired.
I am
very tired.
Very.
You plan to sleep from now until Monday afternoon.
No, I'm not going to sleep until Monday afternoon, but I will be doing some sleeping.
Well, good.
Yeah. And I'll also be doing some tech stuff for my classes, because I need to keep up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to keep up on that so that so that it will make my instructors happy.
Yeah.
I think they would appreciate that.
I think they would too, babes.
Yes.
Yes. In honor of them.
Yes, in honor of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, exactly. Jaylo.
I will talk to you tonight then.
Sounds good, babes.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.